Hey YouTube family, welcome to another video. Hey, how's everyone doing? It is December. It is officially the end of 2017. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful year. I am thankful, I am grateful for the year that I had. It was wonderful and we're gonna make 2018 even better. I plan to spend December just doing a lot of recap videos, just recapping all the products that I've tried, whether that is skincare, makeup, hair care, different things that I've tried over the year of 2017, and then to recap the good, the bad, and the ugly for you guys. So that's what I am doing right now. And first we're gonna start off with one of my most popular videos is foundations. I will be doing a recap of all the Green Beauty, which is a clean, non-toxic foundations that I tried in 2017 and give you guys a quick rundown of my thoughts on them. I will also throughout the video be linking the actual full video of that specific foundation where I did the full review. So in this upper corner right here, just keep an eye out. You'll see where the link will pop up where I will show you guys the full review of that foundation. And I think YouTube only gives me the option to link 5 videos up top, but I actually did 8 foundation reviews for 2017. So what I'm going to do is I have it all in a playlist, so I'm just going to link the playlist towards the end of all the foundations that I've tried, and you can just click on that playlist and just view all of them. It makes it much easier for you. Thank me later. I don't know what order I'm going to do this. Should I do it in the order of good to bad, bad to good, or in the order of how I reviewed them? I think I'm going to go in the order of exactly how I reviewed them. So from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. Yeah. And if you guys have notes, I took lots of notes, so I am well prepared for this video. Plain Jane Beauty Foundation was the first foundation I tried in 2017. As far as selection goes, it comes in 17 shades. Now for all of the foundations that I've tried, this one had the most shade ranges. The shade that I wear is number 14, which is I Am Magnificent. It is actually the foundation that I'm wearing now, and it is actually my holy grail everyday foundation. My favorite out of all is Plain Jane. I mean, I've tried it and I was in love, so it is the foundation that I gravitate towards on a daily basis. It will run you $40 for the Cream Minerals foundation. Coverage wise, I would say it's light to medium coverage. You won't get a full cake face with it, but you can get light to medium coverage, and it is buildable. Light to medium coverage. Skin type, I would say this foundation is good for all skin types. For me, I have combination skin. The outer part of my face is normal, but the inner T-zone is oily. With this foundation, I do have to blot by the end of the day, but it does not make me super oily. So I would say this is great for all skin types. As far as finish, I would say it gives like a skin-like finish. A skin-like natural finish. It's not glowy, it's not dewy, it's not matte. To me, it's just a skin-like natural finish. Whatever your skin looks like in a regular, it's just a skin-like finish. So number 14 is my shade, and that is not the darkest shade. After number 14, they do have other shades below that. As far as samples are concerned, on the Plain Jane Beauty website, you can get samples, which I love. I love when companies offer samples. So you can try it before you buy it if you're interested in this foundation. The next foundation that I reviewed in 2017 was the Elate Cosmetics foundation. I actually reviewed 2 foundations from them. I did their full tint foundation and also their pressed powder foundation. In the full tint foundation, they have 6 shades to choose from, and in their pressed powder foundation, they have 7 shades to choose from. In the full tint foundation, I am the color Sienna. I am the color Sienna. That is not the darkest shade. They do have 1 shade darker than Sienna, which I believe is Chestnut. And in the pressed powder foundation, I am the color Coco, which I do believe that one is the darkest shade. I'm not sure. The full tint will cost you about $27. The pressed powder will cost you about $40. For the Elate foundations, for Sienna, I would say it's a medium coverage. When I applied it, it gave me a medium coverage. For the pressed powder foundation, I would say it's light to medium. Yeah, medium as well mostly, but I preferred the full tint. I wasn't too wild with the pressed powder. I prefer the full tint foundation, which was Sienna. This foundation would be great for people with dry skin. For me, it made me a little bit more oilier than I would like. So in my opinion, this is better for this. In my opinion, this is better suited for drier skin types. As far as the finish, it gave like a glowy, dewy finish, which, I mean, if you like it. If you don't, you don't. For me, it's like, I prefer a more skin-like satin, like, you know, finish. But it was okay. I do still wear that foundation sometimes, especially in the winter months where it's not that hot here in New York. So I still wear it, but it gives you more of a glowy, dewy finish, which is another reason why it'll be great for drier skin types. As far as samples is concerned, yes, on the Elate website they do offer samples, which is another plus. You understand, I love when companies offer samples. So you can try it before you buy it. If you're interested in the foundation, you can try it before you buy it. The next foundation I tried was the 100% Pure Second Skin Foundation. And this foundation was one of the worst. I'm just gonna give it off the top of my head. It was one of the worst foundations I had to review, honestly. But, you know, let's go into it. The Second Skin Foundation from 100% Pure. They have 7 shades. The shade that I tried was number 7, which was the darkest shade. And that shade is still made me look white as a ghost. Price point, that foundation will cost you about $45. It is light coverage, almost similar to like a BB cream to me. But it is very light coverage on that foundation. Skin type, I would say it would be great for all skin types. Yeah, I didn't get crazy oily when I tried it. It has a very nice texture to it. It has something called olive squalene, which is very healthy for your skin. So it would be great for all skin types. Finish, it gave you a nice natural glowy finish. So it gave your skin just an extra boost of glow. Not a really sweaty look, but a nice luminous lit from within glow to it. I love the way it felt on my skin. It had a very, you touched your skin and it felt really soft and powdery, but it was a liquid foundation. So it was really, really cool in that aspect. But like I said, the shade was 0 to none for us. The shade was 0 to none for us. They do not offer samples, which is a big negative for me because first of all, the foundation is quite expensive and you can only buy it online. So how else would you be able to test the foundation? I mean, they do have a great return policy, but still, it would have been more beneficial if they offered samples on their website. Next foundation that I tried, this was I think in the summertime, was the Vapor Organics. This was their Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation. Selection, they had 12 shades. The shade that I tried was the darkest shade and the color was S160. That foundation will run you about $50 for that foundation. And back to the shade again, when I tried that foundation, it was in the summertime, so my skin is a little bit darker, and that foundation fit me perfectly. It was my perfect summer shade. I actually love it for my summer shade. Beautiful. In the winter months now, I don't think I'll use the same color. I'll probably have to go one color up. I would say it's light to medium coverage. You're not going to get a full heavy cake face with it. It's great for all skin types, normal to dry preferably. It does give you a dewy finish towards the end of the day, but it's nothing that a little blotting won't take care of. But great for all skin type. For oily girls like us, we just have to blot at the end of the day. It gave a nice satin finish to my face. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't dewy. I mean, it wasn't glossy or anything. It was a nice satiny finish to my face. It's really beautiful. Yes, they do offer samples on their website, so you can try it before you buy it. Kudos to you, Vapor, for offering samples. Next foundation was the Kira Weiss foundation. The color that I tried was called Delicate, and that was the darkest shade. That foundation would run you approximately $68. The selection, they have 10 shades. Coverage wise, I would say it gave me medium coverage. I didn't find that I could build it up at all. It was medium coverage. Skin type, normal to dry. Like I said again, left me a little bit dewy at the end of the day. Nothing that a little blotting won't take care of, but normal to dry skin, it's great for that. Finish was a natural finish, just looked fine on the face. However, the darkest shade Delicate, I did not like it. It still didn't match my skin tone. It's not necessarily that the shade wasn't dark enough, it was more of the undertone in my opinion. So the shade, Even though it was the darkest shade, it kind of matched me, but the undertones were totally off and it made my skin look ashy. They do not offer samples on their website, which is a negative for me, because if I'm spending $68 on a foundation, I would like to try it before I buy it. Like I said, these foundations are mostly offered online, so I can't really walk in the store and swatch it. I just have to go based on online. So for me, I would have preferred for them to offer samples. Please, companies, let's offer samples. I mean, it's not that hard. Next on the list was the Hint Beauty foundation. For Hint Beauty, I tried both of their foundations. I tried the Velluto loose foundation and the Encore press foundation. In both foundations, the color that I wore is Rich Chestnut, so both colors coincide in the foundation, called Rich Chestnut. And as far as selection goes, they offer 7 shades in both foundations. So not that many shades, so 7 shades in both foundations. For the color Rich Chestnut, that was the darkest shade for both, so the color that I wore was the darkest shade. Price point, the Velluto foundation, the Velluto loose foundation will run you about $69. Encore press foundation will run you about $45. Coverage wise, I would say they give you light coverage. Out of both foundations, I preferred the Velluto loose foundation over the press foundation. It just works better for me, and this foundation is actually another one of my favorite foundations. When I am not wearing the Plain Jane Beauty, I am wearing the Hint Beauty Velluto loose foundation. Coverage wise, it gives you a light everyday coverage. It's not gonna, you know, smear all of your imperfections. It's a light coverage because it is a loose mineral foundation. So light coverage in my opinion. You can build it up to medium, but it's not really that medium. It's more light in my opinion. Skin type is great for all skin types. They offer samples of the Encore press foundation and other products on their site. The Velluto loose mineral foundation, they don't offer samples for that by itself. However, they have a thing called the Discovery Kit where that product does come in the Discovery Kit, but not on its own. But all the other products come on their own sample-wise. I mean, don't ask me, but so I would say sample-wise, yes, they do offer samples. So it is a yes, checked off in the samples department. Next foundation I tried was the Well People foundation. That foundation was another negative foundation for me. It was just, just not it at all for me. The Well People Narcissist Stick Foundation. The color that I tried is Rich Mocha, and that is their darkest shade right now. They come in 8 different shades, so not a wide selection at all. 8 shades, and I tried the darkest one, which was Rich Mocha. This foundation will cost you $28, so not too bad, and it is a stick foundation like I said. Coverage wise, it will give you light coverage. Maybe because I didn't really like the foundation, I didn't try to build it up too much, but it'll give you light coverage. Possibly medium, but mostly light coverage. It's not going to be a heavy cake face, cover everything. No, light coverage. It's a soft focus. It's like, it makes you, it's finish wise, it was like your skin. When you initially apply it, it's like your skin, but a little bit better. When you initially apply it, it's like a soft focus skin-like finish when you initially apply it. But girl, after a while, that's where it was just like, I don't like it. Well, the Rich Mocha, the darkest shade, still didn't match me. It still was not the right shade for me. It was just, it wasn't the perfect match. It really wasn't. So boo to you. And that's the darkest shade, boo. And just after a while, my skin just didn't look good. It just looked, it just made my imperfections show. My pores popped more. I was oily. So I didn't really care much for this foundation at all. Like, it just made my skin look horrible towards the end. I just didn't like it. I mean, if you can get it to work for you, I would say this is more suited for drier skin types, because it just made me super oily and just disgustingly oily, and just, I just didn't like it. Didn't like it. No. I did not like the undertone. The foundation was a bit light for me, but the undertone gave me a gray cast as well, similar to the Care Wise. Yeah, similar to the Care Wise, and that's another reason why I didn't like the foundation. And for it being the darkest shade, that's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. Rich Mocha, you need to be a little bit more rich. Last foundation that I tried, and this is my most recent video, is the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows foundation. The color that I tried was Chestnut, and that was the darkest shade. As far as selection, they offer 12 shades, and Chestnut is the darkest. And still, Chestnut looked high yellow on me. It was so light on me. So light. It was just... And Burt's Bees is another foundation that was one of the worst. It was just, it was one of the worst foundations I tried for the year. The color was just so light. It was really so light on me. It was like, really? Out of 12 shades? Really? I mean, some companies only offer 6 shades, but they're still able to get it right with the 6 shades. You're offering 12, and your 12 still can't match up to that company's 6, and you're a bigger company. Anyway, it was really light for me on my skin type. Price-wise, I forget the price. I believe it's about $15 for that foundation, which is why I was so excited to try it, because the price was really affordable, and it is available. It's readily available. You can get it in Walmart, Ulta.com, CVS, so you can pick it up at your local supermarket, not supermarket, like drugstore, but you can't really pick it up if it doesn't match your skin tone, right? Right. This foundation, I think, gave me the most coverage, even though it didn't match my skin tone. To me, it gave the most coverage out of all the Green Beauty foundations that I tried throughout the year. It was more medium to full. Not cake face, not heavy duty like, you know, Instagram filtered face, but medium, and it was buildable up to full. I didn't build it up too much because it was just high yellow already. I didn't want to look too high yellow, but medium to full coverage. The word that I could describe was just horrible. It was just hard. It made my skin look patchy. So because my skin looked so patchy and streaky and just horrible, I just couldn't really judge the finish. The part that irritated me the most was that the foundation looked like it just sat on my face. It didn't blend into my face. I could see the little particles of yellow just sitting on my skin. Maybe I got the wrong batch, I don't know. But I surely took that foundation right back to Walmart the very next day. If you can get the foundation to work for you, I would say it's great for all skin type, because the benefit of it that I saw, because I wore it all day, was that it did not make me super oily, and I was surprised. I mean, the color was horrible, the finish was horrible, but I was not super oily. Like, I was just normal skin. Of course, I would have to blot in my T-zone areas, but my skin was not super oily, and I give them credit. That's the only thing I give them credit for. I give them credit for that. Nope, they do not offer samples on their website, which is the negative. I mean, but you can walk into a store, Walmart specifically, and sample it if you want to, but on their sites, if there are no Walmarts or any stores available to you, there's no way to try it without buying the full foundation. And that's it. So let's see, out of all the foundations that I tried, my favorite, my holy grail for 2017 was the Plain Jane Beauty. It is my signature foundation. It is what I'm wearing today, and I just commend them in so many different ways. Next in line will be the Hint. Next in line would also be a toss-up between the Elate and the Vapor. So those are the foundations that I liked. The worst ones, I think the 2 worst for me is a toss-up between, I don't know, they were pretty bad. But I want to say a toss-up between the 100% Pure Second Skin and the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows. Because Burt's Bees is such a big company, they should know better. They really should know better. And 100% Pure, it just was so bad, the color. They didn't even offer my shade. I just think those 2 were the worst 2 of 2017 in my opinion. So there you have it, a recap of all the Green Beauty foundations I tried in 2017. And of course, with 2018, I will definitely be trying more foundations for you guys. But before I end this, I want to say, just because I didn't like their foundation doesn't mean that the company doesn't offer other products that are good for you that I liked. For example, I cannot stand, you know, I really don't like the 100% Pure Second Skin foundation. But I do believe they have other foundations that have darker shades. I haven't tried them yet. And I do like their lipsticks. Similar to the Burt's Bees, I cannot stand the foundation, but I did enjoy their lipstick. You know, it's good and bad with each company. It's just my opinion, my take of it. You know, you form your own opinion. I'm just giving you mine. With all that said, that is it. Any other Green Beauty foundation videos you guys want to see from me in 2018, leave them in the comment section and I'll try to make it happen for you. Thank you, and I hope you had an awesome 2017, and I hope it just continues right into 2018. Oh, before I go, the playlist is right there. Right there, so see that? Click on it right now. It has all of my Green Beauty foundations that I've tried, not only in 2017, but all of them. Just all of them. All of them did there. They did write this up. All of them is there. All of them did there. So you can click on it and watch a full, you know, playlist of all the foundations that I've tried, so you can get a better understanding of what I was saying. This was just a quick rundown what I did today, but in the video I went into detail on each foundation. All right, that's it. Have a great day, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure you always enjoy your journey. Bye.